You don't need a luxury kitchen to prepare gourmet meals. I wanted a little on the sticky side. With a modest kitchen and some standard equipment, you can cook food that you would be proud to serve. There is my shrimp. All you need is a few helpful kitchen techniques, the ability to follow a recipe, a passion for food, and a fascination with cooking. Just follow along the rib cage. That is so good. My name is Dennis. I really do live in a mobile home, in a trailer park, and this is my kitchen. What I want to make today is a recipe that came out of a kitchen mistake, a kitchen failure. They happen in my kitchens fairly often. What I had done was a friend and I got together and we wanted to do a surf and turf dinner. So there was steak, there was scallops, there was shrimp. I had bought some diver's scallops. They're expensive, but they're fantastic. And what I wanted to do was do seared scallops in the way that Gordon Ramsay does in one of his videos. And it's very simple. Sear the scallops, season them, put them on a bed of lettuce with a little bit of vinegar and olive oil. Very simple. They tasted like scallops, but they didn't have that certain je ne sais quoi quality that I wanted to them. But what I had used for my lettuce was I had used romaine, and I used some of my homemade salad dressing for my dressing on the lettuce. Just a little bit, just to flavor it a little bit. So what I did was I wrapped one of the scallops up in this long strip of romaine lettuce, which had just that little bit of salad dressing on it, and I tasted that. That was it. That brought everything on the plate together. The bitterness, the little bit of bitterness in the romaine, and the little bit of sweetness in the scallops, along with the seasoning from my homemade salad dressing, it brought it all together. And so that's what I want to video today. I want to video a very simple, like a luncheon dish, easy to make, very quick, romaine wrapped seared scallops. So let's start cooking. There are my scallops, beautiful scallops. I'm going to do 6 of them. These will cook very quickly, like 2 to 3 minutes, probably 2 minutes per side is going to be enough on these. But I want to get my lettuce ready. So here is my romaine lettuce. Try to pick off nice leaves that don't have a whole lot of browning on them. You can trim them. What I am going to take out is this back rib from out of the lettuce. Take that out. These edges need to be trimmed a little bit. But this is what I'm going to use to wrap up my scallops. So I'm going to get these trimmed, get these ready, and then once these are set, I'm going to do my scallops. Another thing I want to do is just give my salad dressing a good shake and get some poured into. Yes, that's a plane going overhead. Get some of that poured into a bowl so I can use that with a spoon to just lightly dress my romaine lettuce. I've got a pan heating on the stove here. And I'm heating this up very hot. You want to get it up to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. Because to sear scallops, you need just very hot pan, very hot oil. And while I'm putting my scallops in there, I want to explain something about scallops. There are wet-packed scallops, and there are dry-packed scallops. These are dry-packed. The difference is wet-pack are treated with a sodium tripolyphosphate solution that helps to preserve them so that they last longer in the store, but it also makes them absorb a lot of liquid, and it kind of destroys the flavor a little bit. Wet-packed scallops, when they start to cook, will just release all that extra liquid, and what you'll end up with is steamed, boiled scallops. you need dry packed scallops. Those are not releasing any water at all. Those are going to sear beautifully. You'll see when I turn these over. I need to cook them about 2 to 3 minutes per side. I'm thinking 2 minutes will be enough. These have been cooking now for 2.5 minutes. Look how beautifully seared that is. Isn't that beautiful? This is a trick that Gordon Ramsay mentioned. Put your scallops in your pan in a clockwise order so that you know what order to turn them over in. After they've been cooking. Oh gosh, those are looking so beautiful. I love properly seared scallops. Beautiful. Now what I want to do is I want to lightly salt these. As a friend of mine discovered, don't use a lot of salt when you're cooking in a pan because the salt isn't going to go anywhere as the juices come off. It's going to stay in the pan. On a grill, you can use more salt because as the juices come out of your food, they'll take some of that salt away. And then I want to just lightly garnish these with pepper, freshly ground black pepper. Finish cooking on this side, and then we are done. You can wrap the scallops up and plate them and see what they taste like. All right, to roll my scallops here. Let's see, I want to roll in this direction. So I'm going to put just a little bit of my salad dressing on that piece of romaine, not a lot. And then, where are my tongs? Right here. These are hot, so I want to just be careful with these. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That is a beautiful seared scallop. And then roll that up and place it on your plate. I mean, how difficult is that? That's very simple. So I have my other 6 to do, and then we'll be ready to taste these and see what they taste like. Put 3 in a little plate for myself, cut 1 in half. Looks like it's cooked perfectly all the way through. See, the herbiness of that salad dressing seasons those scallops perfectly. The romaine adds some color. It adds a little bit of bitterness to it. That is delicious, easy dish to make. So excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy my lunch. For a printable PDF copy of this recipe with step-by-step photographs, visit the White Trash Cooking website and look on the home page or in the recipe archive.